Hi guys, welcome to Crypto Bin 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment in general. It's been a crazy weekend from different tweets, from the influencers, Elon Musk, and all the dramas on Twitter. And we can now see that bot APH coin too has been trending, El Salvador has been trending, and all of that. But today, I'm just going to go straight to the point and discuss about what all this noise means to us in the market so we have a clear understanding of what is really going on in the market. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. All right, my name is Ahmed Majid Kazim, and welcome to the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we do not gamble it. And this is a channel where we give value. We talk about the chart analysis. We take a look at the economic calendar. We take a look at the market watch and see how we can profit from it, and also how we can avoid some maybe bad project or some things that we do not need to partake in the crypto space. And that's why the channel is so important. In case you're new to the channel and you want to subscribe, you might want to hit the subscribe button right now, like and share, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you can be part of what is really going on in the game. So right now, let's go straight to the market watch and see what is really happening. Uh, BTC is still trading above 80 billion, talking about the market cap. And we can see right now, as I'm talking to you, BTC is trading at 17,361. I'm going to explain and show you why the market is there and what you need to do. Maybe you need to get into the market or you do not need to get into the market. And we can see BTC is to the dominance, talking about 38.3% in the market, and Ethereum follows from about 17.6 to about 18.3, and we can see it's 17.2 right here, rather, and 36.7 for BTC. But that's that. Before we check the charts out and talk about the analysis, let's check what we might be coming across this week, talking about the economic calendar. And let's go to the calendar and let's take a look at this week so we can take a look or check out what we need to be expecting so we prepare ourselves for that. And we can see today we're expecting, we know Monday is always boring, kind of, even trading wise is always boring, but sometimes we might see the market moving crazy. It depends on when you want to dump it. But we'll be expecting some ISM PMI to drop today, talking about the data. And tomorrow we'll be expecting some interest rate from Aussie dollar. And on Wednesday, GDP quarter to quarter for Aussie dollar, and interest rate for Canada, that's the Bank of Canada. And on Thursday, we'll be expecting some data to come out of Europe, talking about the ECB president discussing how they're going to control their next interest rate. And also, we're going to be seeing unemployment claim from United States. And on Friday, we're going to be seeing core PPI, that is price index, coming out month to month in US, and prelim UOM consumer sentiment. And all of these are very important, and we need to make sure we take a look at the data. But all this data, they it means a lot, but everything is going to reflect on the chart. And when it shows on the chart, we know what will play out or what the possible outcome is going to be. But on my Twitter right now, what is trending, we can just see that Crow Farm is trending, Caroline is trending, talking about the CEO of Alameda Research, Bay, that is bot APH is trending, the coin is trending, and we can see some other thing trending on my timeline. I don't know what is trending on your timeline, but we just need to watch out for all this fraud that will be coming out this week, because I feel like something huge is about to happen in the world of cryptocurrency. And you can see a lot of our people are liquidated. You can see liquidated shorts, liquidated short, liquidated short. That is why you need to follow the strategy and trade according to the plan, and do not forget to use the risk reward so you do not just lose your mind. And we have so much news coming out of the market, but you're going to hear the headlines on the crypto update segment talking about the headlines. You can, subscribe to the channel so you can get to understand what we have for you on the show. But now let's go to what's it called, the chat, to discuss today's business, to know if we need to get into the market or we need to get out of the market. So last week, I remember I told you the market has completed its movement, and that's why we have our first yellow, or our third yellow rather. And I told you I'm expecting the market to come and mitigate this zone, which is 16,200, or if possible, drop down to 15,600 thereabout. But what played out? This is what played out. I told you we saw a signal, or we had a signal around 1790, and that was a correct signal. But I told you that is, how am I going to put it? That's a signal in a lower time frame. We need the signal to play out in a higher time frame to now have a confirmation that the price will start falling off. And now, when you go to higher time frame, I normally use 2 hours and 4 hours to confirm that. And now, when you come to higher time frame, what do you see here? We see that we have this formed out to this point, but now we failed to come and break it, and that's why you see that the market didn't continue going out. So now, if you get into the market at around 1790, I believe you probably stopped out, and that should be around 1790. That's where we go into the market. So now probably you stopped out at about 160 points. Yeah, that's where they stopped out. It happened, and now when it happened, this is the first time we're recording the show since then. So what do you need to do now? Simple. This how am I gonna call it? A descending triangle happened during the weekend, and we didn't record any show. That's why you didn't get to know what's going on, and I wasn't even active the the Telegram and what's it called, Discord as well. But what you need to do, have we now missed out on the movement? No, we have not missed out at all. In fact, it's even good we have that experience, because now we have the market created the structure, but we failed to break it, then push up to now complete the movement and now form out. You see, it now forms out this. We don't have this. We have this movement you see right here. And what do we call this? We call it, you know, you can see the line coming. I think you can see properly. Let me delete this so I can use my, okay, see the line. You can see here like this, and this one. Now we form a wedge. You understand? That is a rising wedge falling out of that. And when you have a rising wedge, what do you expect? The market must fall out, or the market must fall down back. So I think it's still a good thing. But now, where do we need to get into the market today? That is a bit tricky. It's not tricky if you follow, stick to the rules of the game and all of that. But why I say it's a bit tricky is now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have, how am I going to call it, the cycle completed in a lower time frame. And if you've been watching the show, I said it that we might have this cycle completed in like maybe 2,000, 3,000 points, but I think it's up to 2,000 points, because the movement begins from here, and now we're here right now. So it's about 2,000 points. You see, I said it might be between 2,000 to 3,000 points. Why I'm saying it's a bit tricky now is because now we now have the movement completed in a higher time frame, but we don't have the, how am I gonna call it, liquidation grab yet. And sometimes I like to see that before I now take a shot. Because why I was taking a shot here was because I was thinking we're going to pull down to mitigate here. But we didn't do that. So what are they trying to do? Instead of us mitigating this to move ahead, they just come to close their sell that they have here, or their buy, so they can sell up. So to me, what do I call this? I call it a bull trap, because 100% this market is going to fall off. It's going to fall down, and it might even fall below all these other block, because now other block is supposed to mitigate the zone to continue the trend. But now they fail to come and mitigate it. Instead, they go up there and mitigate to where they open their buy just to close it, then they can sell the market off. So I won't be surprised if the market start falling off today, tomorrow, or anytime it happens. But we need to be careful, because liquidation grab hasn't happened yet. Sometimes it doesn't play out. We just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we see the bloodbath happening. But sometimes they drop it, drop it, drop it, probably come and mitigate it 16,900. Then they push it up again to now have the liquidation grab. Then the market will start falling. But either ways, we're still going to win. What do we need to do? On today's show, this is what we need to do. Yes, we have this. This is where we need to get into the market in a higher time frame, which is around 16,850. And I mean, we break below it comfortably, but the market didn't happen like that. Instead, it created this descending triangle, and I know we're going to break out. And I love it, because now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The market come back, and I told you, whenever you see this, when you use a Fibonacci to be in between 0.50 or 0.60 thereabout, let me show you. Let's do Fibonacci to it. You can see it's between 0.50, 0.60. So definitely I know the market was going to shoot up, but that was happening during the weekend, and there's no how I could bring that, because I wasn't active. I was resting and stuff like that. But now, what do we need to do today? Let me show you. It's simple. This is what we need to do right now. The market has created this movement and all of that, and now it's giving us the structure again in a lower time frame. Mind you, structure in a lower time frame is to get into the market so early, so when the market is falling, you part of the first people that will be making profit. That's just a scenario about it. But if you're the type that want to wait and make sure the structure creates or fall out in a higher time frame, it's good. You can wait. Just like what happened there, you can see it's the same thing that happened there. We have the entry here, but when you look at the higher time frame, this is the structure. So this is where you're supposed to get if you break it, but we didn't break it, then the market continues. But I don't mind taking loss of 160 points, because that shows the market is still going to move ahead. And even it's not a loss, because I could have get into the market right, because we saw 1, 2, 3, 4. We know 5 will go back, come back then. So you could get into the market and even make the money as it's going up. But I decided not to trade anything, because I know this is just uh how am I going to call it, bull trap, and I don't want to fall for it. So what am I waiting for? I've been looking for a short opportunity since weekend. That's why I didn't get into the market. So now this is where you need to get into the short today. Simple as ABC. You need to buy. You need to take a short the moment we break below 17 to 19. That's the sell stop for today. But where do you need to take the buy? You need to take the buy when we have, let me go to 4 hour. There's another thing I want to be giving you guys now, so you do not fall a victim of all this manipulation that's been going on. What do you need to take a buy? You can see we break above it. Where you need to take a buy is, let's say the market is from here, If we stop here, our advice, let it come back to mitigate 16,900 or 16, between 16,900 and 16,850. That is where you need to take your buy. If we don't have structure forming out of a higher time frame, this is confusing if you don't know how to trade, or you don't know technical analysis, and that's why you need to stick to the channel. So, or subscribe to the Discord channel and the Telegram. The links are down in the comment section, so you can get to understand what we'll be doing. Possibly will tell you to leave the market or buy or sell immediately. But on the show, we can only analyze what we know is going to happen in the market. Not financial advice anyway. It's just for educational purpose, and it's what I am doing. That's how I'm taking my trade. So what am I expecting today? I'm not going to say get into the market if we break above 7,500, because we might break 7,500, the market just get to 76 and start dropping. Now you're stuck up there. So it's simple. This is what you need to do now. Let's take the chart from here. We have this. I'm going to show you, and I'll show you why it's like that. So now if you want to get into the market, you need to wait, let the market come back to test 16,950 to 16,850. That's your entry for buy. Apart from that, I don't expect you chasing the market. Just leave it, let it roll. If it's going to 18,000, let it go to 18,000. You're going to short it and make a lot of money. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because if you get into the market at the top here now, you might just appreciate for 500 point, 300 point, then start falling. You're stuck in there. You understand? So what I'm going to expect you is we're looking for shorts because I'm looking for shorts. But in case the market come down again to now form the liquidity gap, where do you need to get into the market? You need to get into the market at 16,950 to 16,850. That is where you need to buy. So if you come to that point and we fail to break it and the market start creating a structure to go up, you need to get into the market immediately. It's simple as that. Same thing like here now, you can see the market came to mitigate this point. We failed to break it on a higher time frame, then the market continued going up. So where is your entry point for today's trading? Your sell stop, let me go to lower time frame so I can show you. Your sell stop now has created its own this, and I like that. Your sell stop is the moment the market break 17,285, just short the market. Not financial advice, but it's what we've been doing and we've been right more than 99.9%. But use your risk reward, trade with the amount of money you can afford to lose. Trading is highly risky. You can lose all your money. So make sure you have the experience before you come to future margin trading, even spot trading, because your crypto you might buy at 30K, come down to 20K, and you put it back to USDT, you've lost some money. So for you not to do that, just stick to the plan. Your sell stop now is 17,285. Use your risk reward when you're taking the trade. And where is your buy stop? No buy stop. It's buy limit. Where is your buy limit? Your buy limit is right here. Let me go to 4 hours to get that for you. Your buy limit is going to be, and I don't think that's going to hold because I have a feeling it might, but it's possible. But I have a feeling if the market is shorting, once we create a proper structure in a higher time frame, we're going to see it falling. But your buy limit is between 16,950 and 16,850. So for your Bitcoin trading today, sell stop is I don't know what I call it just now. I'm going to check in a slower time frame, but your buy limit is 16,950 to 16,850. That's your buy limit. Use your risk reward. And how am I going to call it? Your sell stop to short it. If you're a trader, sell stop. If you're an investor, stop market. You understand? Maybe you're trading with with spot. So now your sell stop is going to be 17,285. The moment we break below 17,285, it's a short for me. I don't care if it's coming back to now come and mitigate the 17,400 break, but I'm going to short the market and I'm going to use my risk reward. And that's how I've been trading for some time. So that's that on BTC. BTC is still looking good. Still bullish structure in a way, but look at the wedge. The wedge has formed out already. I'm expecting this to happen. We even have other block here and we've touched the other block already. So I'm expecting the market to start falling from here. So I'm not looking for a buy. I am looking for a short because this is a bull trap and we might come down to mitigate 16,200 or possibly 50, 70, or even break down below and go to the 14K or even 10K everyone has been waiting for. But what I'm going to say is there's possibility we come back to mitigate 16,200, then we move ahead from there. And once we have that on a higher time frame, I bet you we have a bull run starting from there. But right now, the market is just a bull trap. Please don't fall for it. Take the short where I've said it. Put your buy limit in case you think you still want to buy the market. But I'm looking for a short, and that is what I'm doing. Let's quickly check ETH out so we know what is wrong with ETH. But I believe there's still going to be the same thing. Okay, ETH formed the same. You can see form this triangle, break above it, didn't do anything. Excuse me. Now, to me, ETH has even formed a good structure, if you may ask me, because now we now have our one right here. Possibly this is going to be our two. Then the moment we break this 1,330, it came over for ETH. Game over. So, but where do you need to get to ETH in a lower time frame? Get into ETH at if you break below 1,290 and use a risk reward. And I believe if you watched the show the last time, I told you if you break above 1,265, you can put a buy, and I think you should be making some money right now. So ETH today is short the moment we break below 1,294. I think that's where we need to short the market, no capping. So that's that for ETH. And where do you need to buy? Let me see if there's any other block for you to set your buy. Okay, where do you need to buy ETH? One, two, three, four. ETH can still be a buy. I'm not gonna lie. Ethereum can still be a buy because when you look at this structure, this is like one, two, three, four. We need the five. So ETH might still pull up a bit. You understand? ETH might still pull up a bit. So we can use buy stop for ETH. And where will the buy stop be? The buy stop is going to be above 1,310. But I won't advise you to get into because as far as BTC is showing signal is going to fall, you might just see ETH shoot up and start falling back. And you don't want to fall for that. You understand? I don't think you want to fall for that. So I think it's because truly I've seen the signal, and let me go to 2 hour to confirm it. Yeah, in 2 hour you can see we have one, we have two. To get it, we have three, we have four. We're expecting our five. You understand? And sometimes the five might not break out, or it might be a fake out, then it will start falling. So you don't want to fall. But where do you need to get into the market for ETH? I think the proper entry is 1,310 for buy and 1,230 for short in a higher time frame, because this is a good structure being formed out in a higher time frame. And it's even a short from here because we have one, two, three, so we don't even need to buy from here. ETH has given us its own structure. You see, from here, even a higher time frame, it creates this one, two. So this might be our three, four, then it will start falling off. So I think you should just stick to the sell that I just gave you, which is below 1,294, 1,290. Take a shot from there. And if you want to wait for it to break this point, you can still wait as well to have 100% confirmation, which is 1,235. So that's that on ETH. Let's quickly check out. I don't know. You can tell me the coin you want me to check out. I've always been saying it. Comment on the comment section. Say the coin you want me to take a look at. Then I'm going to do that for you. But that's that on the chart analysis and the crypto market, talking about Bitcoin and the ETH, the king and the queen. Now let me dive into. We've seen this, and let's go straight into the market watch. And now we can see BTC is trading at 17,358, and it has appreciated for about 15.6% in the last 7 days, 1.9% in the last 24 hours. And Ethereum is the same thing. Ethereum is almost 9% in the last 7 days, 3.2% in the last 24 hours, and all of them about 0.5%, 0.4% in the last 1 hour. And we can see Dogecoin 5.2% in the last 7 days. And Dogecoin has not even broken the 11 cent. I told you that if you break 11 cent, that's when we're going to see the buy. So Dogecoin hasn't even broken the buy. I think Bitcoin is just the only one doing uh, the manipulation and all of that. You understand? So we just need to be careful, and it's going to fall off. So all of them, they're looking pretty green, but I must tell you, they'll become red anytime soon. So you need to be careful. Let's check out the coin on the top 100 quickly, so we know what is really going on top 100. Let's check out what's going on top 100. You can see top 100. Okay, let's talk about what's trending. Terra Classic is trending, Solana is trending, Hey is trending, but that's not what I want to look at. Let's take a look at the top 100, the coins. Let's see the one that is doing a bit movement. Let me see. Okay, we can now see Osmo is at 101, Compound at 102, Oasis Network at 103, Ravecoin at 107, Bitcoin Gold at 109, and all of that. You can see they pretty appreciated in the last 7 days, even the last 24 hours. But I think it's just a bull trap, and you don't want to fall for it. Let's check out some NFT out, talking about top 10. Mutant Ape has now become number one, CryptoPunk number two, Bot ABR back to number three, Clone X number four, Rect Guide number seven, Pudgy Penguin number six, and we can see uh, Bot Ape Kennel Club at number 9, Quickies at number 10. These are the top 10 NFT in case you want to check it out. So that's that on the show today, but we cannot end the show without checking the fear and greed, and the fear and greed is sitting at 26. So much fear in the market still, but at least it's moving up small. So you need to be careful. Shout out to our sponsor, Instacash FX, for sponsoring the show. You want to buy Bitcoin, you want to sell Bitcoin, you might want to contact them. It's www.instacashfx.com. In case you want to learn how to trade as well, you can go there and apply for free training, and you can have all this knowledge and become a guru in the crypto space. So that's that on today's show. Until I catch you on another wonderful episode of this, the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we do not gamble it. If you've not subscribed to the channel, you might want to subscribe right now, because there is more to the chart analysis. There is more to whatever is happening in the industry, and we'll be dropping the video time to time and also updating you on all our social media handles. If you've not subscribed, you might want to go there and follow us on all the platform. I still remain myself, Ahmed Oladmeji Kazim, and I'll see you tomorrow on another wonderful episode. Stay safe, stay out of trouble, and it's peace out.